Well, your kids won't be the only ones receiving A through F grades this year. Their schools will as well. News 12's Jesse Farley went to the Board of Education town hall meeting where people shared their opinions on this new requirement. Jesse.
Well, Andrew, although this legislation was passed back in 2016, it is just now coming into effect.
Schools will now be receiving an A through F score as well as the students.
One of the pieces of legislation that we are implementing for the first time this year is that letter grade system for schools. It's a rating system of A, B, C, D, or F for schools in Tennessee.
This legislation passed in 2016, but will be seen for the first time this November.
Later this fall, with the release of the state report card, for the first time, Tennesseans will see a particular school and all of that information about that school, as well as the letter grade, A, B, C, D, or F.
Some people felt as if it was too soon.
I'm curious about these listening sessions and wondering, what do we think is wrong with the current system and why we're not looking at just implementing that for this coming year?
Others thought the A through F system isn't accurate.
I can tell you right now that if one of my children brought me home a C, we would have a very different conversation than if another child brought home a C, right? Because I have to look at that according to the child. So I think different parents in different households are even going to look at those letters very differently.
And some had suggestions for how the new system could operate better.
If they're at grade level when they get here and they stay at grade level, good job, school, you're doing what you're supposed to do. But if you're below grade level and you get to grade level, now you're actually, there's some deep learning that's going on. And I think that's a different conversation.
Parents can expect to see their school's grade level in November.
It's a great plan that they got going on there. You can actually submit your own comments about the new system at schoollettergrades@tnedu.gov. Reporting live, I'm Jesse Farley, News 12.
Very fascinating. Thank you, Jesse, for that live report. Well, Chickamauga man says he received an unwelcome surprise on his water bill this month. Al Creamer lives in Walker County. Creamer says his water bill went from $2 last month to $180 this month. Mr. Creamer says the Walker County Water and Sewage Authority told him issues with water leaks on his property are causing his meter to register a large amount of water being used. He claims that he does not have a water leak that should be causing an issue like this.
They started in with, oh, your meter started flowing again at this outrageous rate for 24 hours. And it didn't happen because there's no water damage anywhere in my house.
Now, the Water and Sewer Authority tell News 12 that leaks can happen without any damage. They say that normally if a meter is messed up, it would err on the side of undercoating the amount of water that's being used. Hamilton County leaders made a special announcement this morning about the Hamilton County Fair. It's coming up this fall. Country star Lauren Alaina will be headlining this year's event. It'll be out at McDonald Farm. Alaina is a multi-platinum songwriter and award-winning artist who grew up in Rossville, Georgia. Hamilton County Mayor Weston Womp says this announcement is a step forward to making this fair special.
Today's announcement, I think, signals how seriously we've taken the charge to put together a great fair. Every night is going to have signature entertainment. Also still capturing talent in a lot of different ways.
Chattanooga country music artist Brandon Davis will be the opening act at the fair. Tickets are available now at HamiltonTNFair.com, and it won't break you. I think you can get in for about $7. That does bring us to our Vote Now poll question of the day. Does today's county fair entertainment announcement change your fair going plans? 63% of you say you didn't plan on going to the fair in the first place, but for those who are going, it should be a really fun event. 22% of you, that has surged here lately, say you're excited to go and see these country music acts, ride the rides, and take place at all the fun and pageantry that is the Hamilton County Fair. And as always, we do love it when you vote in our polls. Well, school is back in session and we are ready to hand out more golden apples. Every Tuesday on Prime News at 7, News 12 and Food City will honor a local teacher with the Golden Apple Award. If you know of someone who goes above and beyond to help students inside and out of the classroom, please nominate that extraordinary educator. Visit our website, WDEF.com, click on the Golden Apple link and simply fill out the form. We might just show up at your school with a big basket of golden apples, but we need nominations. Those awards start going out September the 12th. Idalia is now a Category 2 hurricane, expected to continue to intensify before it makes landfall on Wednesday morning. Jason Allen has the latest from Crystal River on Florida's west coast.
As Idalia approaches Florida's west coast, the National Weather Service is warning of life-threatening storm surge, hurricane-force winds, flash flooding, and even tornadoes.
It's almost certainly going to make landfall in the state of Florida as a major hurricane.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis urged residents in evacuation areas against trying to ride out the storm, expected to make landfall Wednesday morning.
If you do choose to stay in one of the evacuation zones, first responders will not be able to get you until after the storm has passed.
More than 24 counties have issued evacuation orders. On Tuesday, Southwest Florida began to feel the impact of the storm from the Keys up through the Fort Myers Beach area and beyond. Crews at the U.S. Coast Guard station in Clearwater prepared for search and rescue missions. As it tracks toward Florida, Idalia has been gaining strength, fueled by some of the hottest waters on Earth in the Gulf of Mexico, which scientists attribute to climate change.
So if we get 8, 10, 12-foot surge, you're talking water's going to just flood all of these buildings.
While barriers are being put up to protect hospitals from storm surge, patients are being moved out of some medical facilities. Another concern, emergency managers are bracing for large-scale power outages after the storm.
And as Hurricane Idalia prepares to make landfall in Florida, Georgia Governor Brian Kemp issued a state of emergency for the Peach State. That'll be effective until Friday, September the 8th. And according to the governor's website, he says he's taken that action to make sure the state will be ready to respond to the storm's aftermath. Well, August already featured one supermoon when it began, but the second full supermoon of the month is coming up tomorrow. It'll also be a blue moon. Now, blue moon is not actually blue in color. The term signifies a second full moon within a single month. On average, supermoons are 16% brighter than your average moon. They also appear bigger than the average full moon. According to NASA, it's similar to the size difference between a quarter and a nickel. The phenomenon occurs when the moon's orbit is closest to Earth at the same time as the moon is full. The August 30th supermoon will appear to be even closer than that full moon we had at the beginning of the month.
From the EPB Fiber Optics Weather Center, tomorrow's News 12 AccuWeather forecast.
And we should be able to see that moon because Hurricane Idalia is going to be moving out over the Atlantic. But we're already feeling the impacts from the hurricane past couple days, actually, with the moist flow coming off that system. And we've had showers that have been occurring over the southern Appalachians for several hours now. Maybe a flash flood threat out here. Your forecast, 72 to start, 79 midday, maybe some showers in the mountains, 86 high temperature, some sun coming back late. I'll have your full forecast coming back after the break.
Buy more, save more during the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Furniture Row. That's 4 amazing days to get $100 off every $1,000 you spend, plus 6 years no interest. But hurry, the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Hey, stop! Found it. Can I get ruling?
Don't beg. It's unbecoming.
Is that good? I can't tell.
There's no such thing as out of bounds. Find adventure at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event.
Get 4.99% APR financing on the 2023 GX460.
Create a backyard that's out of this world. Right now, save $50 on the MS250 chainsaw. Real STIHL. Find yours.
It's the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress. And right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, plus 6 years no interest and free shipping. But hurry, the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress ends Monday.
I'm Mandy Williamson, host of Mom to Mom. As a mom, we want to manage the chaos and still find time for ourselves. But momming is hard, so each week I'm going to share some great tips with you to make it easier.
Watch Mom to Mom, Wednesdays on Prime News at 7. From the EPB Fiber Optics Weather Center, your News 12 AccuWeather forecast.
West Shore Home Weather Window pick of the day is from that Tennessee cheerleader, nuclear engineer, lives down in West Palm Beach. My daughter sent me a picture of a spiral band, the feeder bands moving into Idalia off the coast there down in West Palm Beach. You can see that beautiful cloud there, very dense. And you can send your pictures to us at WDEF.com. And we'll put them on the air. Also drop them to us at Facebook. And I messed up a little bit and I put modern art on there. That was our next weather picture that's going to be coming up. This is the eye of Idalia, and it's very strong now. It's strengthening. It is a category, very strong Category 2 hurricane, and on the cusp of becoming a devastating Category 3 hurricane as it approaches the northwestern Florida coast. Right now, it's moving a little faster north at 18 miles an hour, minimum central pressure down to 960 millibars, just about 135 miles west-southwest of Tampa, Florida, and it is continuing to progress. The Hurricane Center has that hurricane moving into Category 3 status, 120 mile an hour maximum sustained winds with that as it moves onshore, the apex of Appalachia Bay. You see how it curves mercifully for us out to the Atlantic in the next 48 hours. EPB Fiber Optic Weather Camera Network, a view from CHI Memorial Stadium with the I-75 I-24 split, sponsored by Tomahawk Crane and Rigging. And you see 75 degrees out there. It's going to be a mild night, a lot of humidity. Your dew points are right about 73, so not much cooling there. Not much wind, but that will be picking up. Pressure's kind of low. And you see temperatures across the area in the lower 70s there in the higher terrain, and looks like middle 70s for most of us out there in that mild, humid air. So we watch Hurricane Idalia come to the north, and here's where it makes landfall around 8 to 10 o'clock in the morning. We do have a boundary out here that's going to kind of help us out and try to keep most of that rain out of our area. There is an upslope component to the north side of the circulation, some showers in the southern Appalachians, eastward facing slope, so I put that in the forecast. We will have a drier flow coming in behind it, and so the rain will shut off. We have breezy northeast winds tomorrow through Thursday for most all of us in the Chattanooga area, and we might even see a little bit of sunshine come back during the afternoon. Much drier air on that northerly flow behind the departing hurricane as we move into the weekend. So a pretty nice forecast. The problem areas will be the southern Appalachians, where they've already had about 2 to 5 inches of rain. Look at those bright colors with all the moisture coming forward ahead of the system, and model QPF shows us that we could get another half to inch of rain, so we'll be watching out for some localized flooding in that part of our viewing area. National Weather Service has outlooked that part of the area for a slight risk for some flooding. You can see the major rainfall will be occurring on the coast there, and we could use a little bit of that rain because it's going to be dry next week, and we sure have had a lot of it with that tropical system. So your forecast: 86 tomorrow, maybe a shower in the southern Appalachians, breezy, northeast wind 10 to 20, gust to 25. I'll have your 7-day forecast coming up after this.
Connect with News 12 anytime on WDEF.com, the News 12 news and weather apps, social media, and YouTube.
So you see, we do have a breeze coming in with the hurricane, a little bit of rain in the mountains, but the rest of it, look at all this sunshine all the way through out to Tuesday, and temperatures will be warming back into those summer levels, 90, 92, 93 as we get into Monday. So really a nice forecast there, Andrew. We should enjoy it.
Great football this weekend, too. We've got a couple of big games right here on News 12. Well, are you up to date on your shots? Next month is the perfect time to get caught up. We'll roll up our sleeves when News 12 at 11 continues.
In life, a good defensive strategy will take care of you when life has trick plays that you weren't ready for. When you come into Eric Keys Farmers Insurance Agency in Hickson, we take care of you like we take care of our own family. What you don't see is the planning that Eric and his team put into making sure you have the right coverage. Our team spends hours on your game plan to make sure you're ready for whatever life's offense has in their playbook. If you want a local office with personal service and a strategy that simply can't be beat, then it's time to let Eric Key manage your defense.
Friday nights, high school football action. Join News 12's Rick Nyman and Brian Armstrong as they take you to the sidelines live each week for Friday Night Tailgate. As to preview the night's biggest games, Fridays on News 12, powered by Food City.
I would have to hold my back as I got off the rug, but I didn't want to stop sitting on the floor because
That's where I do most of my teaching. After I decided my pain was too much, I went to the doctor, and the doctor said it might be my feet. Suggested that I do visit the Good Feet store. After I went to the Good Feet store, I realized that you don't have to live in constant pain. They took my pain away.
Hip, knee, or back pain? See if Arch Supports can help you at the Good Feet store.
Patriot Concrete, your local veteran Chattanooga concrete company.
Your place for News 12 weather on G93.
America, come along with our adventure seekers and discover summer with Ford. Join friends Maisa and Leslie on an epic adventure with the capability of the Ford Bronco Sport. Head out with the Stevens family and stay connected with built-in Wi-Fi in the Ford Explorer.
You know that horse is sweet standing up?
Road trip with the Sanchez family and available hands-free highway driving in the Ford F-150. Now get 2.9% financing for 60 months plus up to $4,500 cash back on select Ford SUVs. See your local Ford dealer and discover your best summer ever.
John's Recycling in Chattanooga wants to give you cash for your old car. It doesn't matter if it can drive cross-country or can't make it out of your driveway. John takes them in any condition, good, bad, and ugly. If it doesn't run, don't worry. John will pick it up, haul it in, and give you cash for your old car. With 2 new trucks on hand, John's Recycling can get your old car and give you cash even faster than before.
Call me, John Berger of John's Recycling, for immediate cash today, fast, friendly service.
See the latest Golden Apple honorees starting September 12 on News 12.
News 12 at 11. This is the place for local news.
Well, during this National Immunization Awareness Month, experts want to make sure your vaccines are up to date. The newest COVID shot should be made available sometime next month. But as Michael George explains, there are many vaccines that safeguard against various diseases throughout our lives.
We need vaccines to stay safe and healthy from childhood to adulthood. That's the message doctors are emphasizing for people of all ages. For kids, parents should make sure children are up to date on their well visits and vaccinations. Many kids have missed them in the past few years due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The CDC reminds parents that children who are not vaccinated are more likely to get diseases like measles and whooping cough, which can be dangerous, especially for infants and young children. 4 million deaths worldwide are prevented by childhood vaccination every year, according to the CDC. In recent years, there have been several outbreaks of vaccine-preventable diseases, including measles, mumps, and whooping cough, which is concerning to the medical community. And adults need vaccines, too. For example, the shingles shot and Tdap shot are recommended for adults over 50. You may need other vaccines based on your age and other factors, so it's critical to talk with your doctor to discuss what vaccines you should get. With COVID-19 cases increasing and flu season just around the corner, doctors say those shots should also be on your vaccine checklist. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Thank you, Michael George. The CDC says everyone over 6 months old should get a flu vaccine each year. Well, the Vols Virginia game will carry a special meaning for the Cavaliers this Saturday. Here's Wahoo Rick Diamond from the Lee Roofing Sports Desk.
Plus, the Atlanta Falcons will honor a Ridgeland high school football player, and the Mocs discuss their season opener.
Closed captioning by Johnson Audiology. Professional, affordable, local.
Are you seeing the signs? Are daily activities more than you can manage alone? Bailey Manor specializes in Alzheimer's and dementia. It's all we do, and you rest knowing they're safe and secure in a home-like environment. Exceeding traditional standards of care helps maintain the highest level of memory function. It may be time to let Bailey Manor be your partner in care. Compassionate people, exceptional memory care. Now serving Greater Chattanooga. To learn more, visit BaileyManors.com.
This is the all-new Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattress, and it's designed to help you feel cool. So no more sweating all night, no kicking off the covers, or blasting the air conditioning. Because only the Tempur-Pedic Breeze is made with our one-of-a-kind cooling technology that pulls heat away from your body, so the mattress feels up to 10 degrees cooler all night long.
Save up to $700 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
What you doing out there?
Taking the scenic route. I know this looks like a summer blockbuster, but this is a Nissan sales event tag. With 5 drive modes, this Nissan Rogue gives the performance of a lifetime. Now comes the real star of the show.
Now get a low $375 per month lease or get 0% APR financing for 36 months on select road trims.
Better hurry. These offers won't get a sequel.
Go get it. Go.
Hey, I was hoping you'd be here.
I think they like each other.
I'm Charles. Lunch?
Vanessa. I like lunch.
Here's a deal with a lot of Riz. Get 20-piece chicken McNuggets and a basket of fries for just $8.99. Only at McDonald's.
For many men with erectile dysfunction, the bedroom becomes a source of stress instead of sex. Hi, I'm Evan Bass for the Chattanooga Men's Clinic. I want you to know that we exist to make the last time you tried to have sex and couldn't, the last time that happens. At the Chattanooga Men's Clinic, we take a comprehensive approach, including a hormone lab panel. We aren't just going to throw pills at you. For the simple to the more complex and the combining of therapies, including acoustic wave, we want to find the approach that works for you. Make your appointment today.
News 12, local scores and highlights from the Lee Roofing Sports Desk.
Mocs crank up a new season Saturday as they visit North Alabama. While head coach Rusty Wright hasn't announced his starting quarterback for the opener, he will still carry a talented team into the Lions' Den, featuring 2 players chasing UTC history.
Get one opportunity to open up a season, start a season, and then, the journey starts.
Never hurts to start the journey with a veteran defense either.
It's probably the overall team speed-wise, football-wise, the best team we've had since I've been here. I think that's the one thing we can do is run. I don't think they're scared. I think they'll strike you, which has been a lot of fun at practice.
Alim Ford ain't afraid to strike anybody coming out of the backfield. He enters his 5th season, and he can feel all that work in the weight room paying off since his freshman season.
So, as far as bench pressing and squat, I probably went up around 120 pounds. I'm a little bit heavier now, like more muscle mass. When I first got here, it was more fatty. Now it's more muscle, like I said, and working on my bounce and flexibility, and that helps me bounce off tackles a lot.
We tackle him a lot in practice and everything, but I tell everybody he don't run the same like he does in the games on Saturdays.
Ford and Jay Person are a couple of vets chasing Mocs history.
Those two, they're good. There's good football players as there are in this country. And it's special that we have them, and I'm thankful we have them. I hope Jay breaks the sack record. I hope Alim smashes the school rushing record, and nobody ever touches it again.
For now, Ford is just ready to smash North Alabama.
Climbing the mountain, man. Go Mocs.
Go Mocs, baby. Chattanooga has won all previous 3 meetings against UNA. The Tennessee-Virginia game Saturday might be emotional for the Cavaliers. It will mark their first game since the tragic shootings of 3 of their players. Deshaun Perry, Devin Chandler, and Lavelle Davis Jr. were killed back in November while returning to campus from a class trip. Virginia canceled its final 2 games last season following those shootings.
Every day is the triumph for us. I believe as a program, every day that we continue to wake up and come to work, put our best foot forward, that's the triumph in all of this. And now we have an opportunity on a national stage to show just how resilient the human spirit is.
Vols coach Josh Heupel announced that Tennessee will wear helmet decals in honor of the 3 young Virginia players who were killed. Mocs released their basketball schedule Tuesday. We've got it up on our webpage. There are 2 big road trips to Louisville and Auburn this season. Head coach Dan Earl says getting a schedule together in today's college basketball is a new brand of March Madness.
Scheduling nowadays, because of the transfer portal, no one wants to do it right away after the season because nobody knows who's on whose roster, and that's everybody involved. So it's gotten pushed back. My brother still needs some games at Cornell. I don't want to play my brother, so but I know that he needs games amongst other friends.
You'll get nothing and like it, brother. Congrats to Ridgeland linebacker and running back Braylon Pritchett. He has been named a finalist for the Atlanta Falcons High School Man of the Year Award. Pritchett will be honored at the Falcons opener against Carolina. That's it for sports. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, how can I help you? Aren't you the Pinnacle girl?
It's Pickinal. It's Pinnacle. beautiful.
Pinnacle Home Improvements is now offering 0 down payment, 0 interest, and 0 payments for 12 months. Get a new roof installed, windows for your entire house, or new siding, and make it easy on yourself for a limited time only.
I can say it. It's Home Improvements.
Arby's, 2 for $7 every day. Yee! Classic beef and cheddar hard. 2 of those things for just $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
Trust your smile with the McComey Family Dentistry, Chattanooga's best reviewed general and cosmetic dentistry practice.
Thank you, Chattanooga, for voting us best of the best cosmetic dentist 5 years in a row.
Call or text to schedule your appointment today or visit McComeyDentistry.com.
The new 2023 GMC Sierra AT4X is equipped to conquer the great outdoors. Or the great indoors. Welcome to the peak of premium off-roading. Or get 0.9% APR plus $750 purchase cash on 2023 Sierra Denali 5.3-liter V8 light-duty models. Plus, get $2,500 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
You're gonna love the Labor Day sale at Badcock Home Furniture and More. Up to 50% off store-wide. Plus, 4 days only, we'll pay your sales tax. This 5-piece dining room set, $499. This beautiful queen bed, $699. Save $400 on this 2-piece sectional. Buy select Sealy mattress sets and get a free LG TV. You'll love this Labor Day sale. Up to 50% off. Easy finance options plus 4 days only. September 1st through the 4th, we'll pay your sales tax. Badcock Home Furniture and More.
Create a backyard that's out of this world. Right now, save $50 on the MS250 chainsaw. Real steel. Find yours.
We have powerful Hurricane Idalia heading toward the northern Florida coast there, and we pray for the folks there. That could become a powerful Category 3 hurricane with 125-mile-an-hour winds. Yeah, a lot of flooding and rainfall with that and the wind damage. And the good thing for us is that we're not going to have a major impact with this system. It will be bringing us some rain. That will be the impact. Kind of those east-facing ridge lines in the southern Appalachians. You've seen they've already had about 2 to 5 inches there, Andrew. Yeah, they had a lot of rain, and if you add another inch on top of that, we could be looking at a little localized flooding. I don't want to make it out like none of us are going to have rain tomorrow. The Chattanooga area will be in a downsloping area, so we probably won't see much, but maybe some alto Q and some cirrus clouds and maybe a sprinkle, but most of that rain's going to be on those east-facing slopes, Cherokee and Clay County down into northern Alabama, and we will have a breeze. You see the breezy conditions there. I've got Wednesday into Thursday morning, and but after that, that northerly flow gives us all that dry air. The humidity will be low, and so those 90s as we go in the weekend, I think those still won't feel that bad, and really a beautiful forecast for such a tragedy that's going to happen down there with that hurricane.
Yeah, so Idalia is going to make landfall like in the Florida Panhandle around, what do we think, midnight?
Appalachia Bay, right around 8 to 10 in the morning.
Oh, okay, yeah. So a little ways off. Todd, thank you so much, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow night.
You were involved in an accident.